Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, June 15th, 2016. Hello, everyone. I am your host, Andrew James Ariano with JunkieMonkeys.com. Join me is Michael Medina and Grant Fierro from the UnitedOfSkateboarding.com. And today we have a jam-packed list of topics. Let's get right into it because it's very balkanized today.
Yeah.
Keelan Dad, Stevie Williams, and Boo Johnson are all off Supra. I like to, before we start getting into it, the details of it is Keelan Dad and Stevie Williams are off because their contracts are up. So let's talk, I think that's a little bit it, or is Boo Johnson's contract up too?
Yeah, same thing for Boo.
Okay. So all three of them are contracts are up.
K-Swiss contracts?
Yeah, so so K-Swiss now owns Supra?
Yeah, for a little while now.
That's fucking weird.
How long's a little while? And how come we haven't talked about this if it's happened?
I thought we talked about it when they announced it.
Did
I
they?
could be wrong. Yeah, no. Yeah,
I don't remember talking about this.
A lot of people are just bringing it up now because Boo mentioned it, but that was like publicized. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I believe we actually
probably.
I think we talked about it on here.
Okay, then I apologize. I just don't remember.
It hasn't been. What do you think, Mike? Like 6 months or something?
Yeah, not like a long time, but definitely enough to be like, yeah, it was
for
a while
sure
ago.
less than a year, definitely.
Dude, didn't we talk? I'm pretty sure. I think we like maybe have mentioned.
Yeah, maybe it's a little mentioned, but yeah. So yeah,
okay, my mistake. My mistake.
Oh,
so why do you think that the K-Swiss acquisition is the reason they're not re-signing, at least in Boo Johnson's case?
Has to do with it, yeah.
I definitely think it has to do with it. Do you think? My question was more so like, is K-Swiss trying to disband the shit, but slowly? Are they trying to just test out who's still buying Supra, or what are they? What's the whole K-Swiss like? What the fuck, Drew? That shit was popping when we were in like middle school.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember. Yeah,
like I
don't know. I mean,
and like the fact that Muska has already gone on record and said that he's not making sky tops or shoes, for that matter, for skateboarding anymore. Like, doesn't that say a lot already?
That makes you never want to buy any of his shoes. and Medina, me and you both have mutual respect for the Muska. We know
he's my favorite skater of all time.
The Muska is more powerful than the Kalis. When you say when you say the word "the,"
it's true. It's true.
The Muska is very powerful. It's
fuck yeah.
Grant, I need you to understand what the sun is. It's a big ball of energy. It's so hot. The Muska is 10 times that size.
Okay.
At least 10. So, like his name has a $sign in it for a fucking reason.
That's so tight.
So, Mike, did you say? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you say that? Are you just now that K-Swiss is testing to see if people still buy Supra, if Supras are selling?
I mean, that's kind of like the impression that I got from that whole acquisition, I guess I could say. Because, like, why the fuck would K-Swiss want Supra?
Well,
what's K-Swiss up to, man?
Because, like, they're not even really competitive. I mean, like, you know, like, K-Swiss is like...
Supra had their moment, but, like...
And, I mean, I guess they're both, like, could be, like, casual wear, like, whatever you want to call that, but, like...
Well, let me say this. Let me say this first, though.
Styles.
Let me say this. If K-Swiss is testing to see if Supras sell, then they did that homework really fucking late after they bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
So I don't think that's the case.
My other question was, all right, so we talked about how those dudes' contracts are up just because of like contract issues or contract ending and things like that. So it's like, did K-Swiss ever make an attempt to renew these contracts, or did they say these contracts are up, get the fuck out?
Yeah,
good we don't know. I would bet.
That's like,
and we may never know until this gets asked in an interview or we ask them themselves.
But the way that Boo posted, like, so thankfully, and I mean, he's going to be thankful either way because the company has changed and he's thinking what it was for all the time that he had over there.
Yes.
But I feel like, especially Boo, because he's verbal on social media, which we all love.
It's sick, yeah.
I feel like he would have mentioned that or, like, came off a little more frustrated or angry with the way it went about. Whereas, I mean, you could tell he's bummed that it got bought out by K-Swiss, and that's why he doesn't like it. But, like, I feel like it was just like he would have said that or something more, like, mad at them.
Okay.
Yeah, good point, because he has never really held back, like, his opinion.
Yeah, he'll say it.
Yeah.
Especially if a contract is ending.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
get
saying.
kicked off Mountain
So
Dew.
my other thing was just now that we're on like the whole Boo Johnson side of it, I guess.
Yeah.
How hyped are you to see him wearing Vans?
I mean, he had Chucks on too.
Man, I don't know, dude. Him and Vans, like seems. I feel like it fits, dude. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't
He
see it.
skates big ass shit, dude. Like let him get down with the big ass.
Yeah,
Let him get
it.
down. No one's saying no one to get down with the big shit. I want him to get down with the big
Where are you trying to see him? 3 stripes?
He would look cool.
Yeah, he would.
He would look cool striped up. There's no denying it.
Boost.
There's no denying it.
Hit that shit.
Stripe it up.
Hit that shit 3 times, bitch.
Hey, that's sick. That'd be sick. Dude, I mean, I don't know. I back it. I don't know. I'm not mad about it. Him on Vans would be cool to me, but I mean, I agree with all
I think
these
it's
stripes.
funny how quickly he posted and deleted that photo the other day of him wearing the Chucks and he had Vans in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, because no one really brought it up until today. Like, I wrote that article, but then like, it was kind of silent. Is that Berra?
Steve and Berra.
Hey, man.
Hey, you're all done? That was faster than I thought.
Well, it's 20 minutes, right?
Was it 20 minutes? Wow. We've been lollygagging for a little bit then. Okay.
That was 20 minutes. You guys haven't even started yet?
We're started. We're started. We're talking about right now. We just finished talking about Boo Johnson leaving Supra. Yeah, Boo Johnson. Okay, great. So
All right. I lost you for a second because I'm just got my car, and now you're on speakerphone.
okay.
Okay.
What wonderful. Well, you know what? Since we have you on, we're gonna just ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, the questions are coming, Mr. Berra. I'll start off these.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from the top of my dome, and then my guest with me, Grant Fierro and Michael Medina, my co-hosts on the show. We're gonna ask you a few questions. I'll start you off easy. This one isn't a hard one. I must ask you, why did you remove your battle commander from the barracks.com?
I've never had one.
Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, you and Eric Costin both had a. You're not gonna. Yes, you did. You had a battle commander. I wish I could think of the name of the song that you had on it. I think your last trick was a kickflip frontside no slide on one of the Hubbas. Obviously, it was one of the first battle commanders. You gonna tell me that you never had one? I'm gonna find. No, you see, the problem is I can't find it because it doesn't exist anywhere. But I've watched it several times.
I think you're talking about my skateboard part, not my.
No, it wasn't a skate. It was you skating footage. Okay, Berra, let me step back. Maybe it wasn't called Battle Commander, but you did. Correct me.
Well, here's what happened. I was working on a Battle Commander.
Uh-huh.
Had a bunch of stuff.
Ooh.
And then I ended up, I think, just putting it up and banging because I got hurt.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't want the footage to get old. And so I think it went up as like a couple different bangings.
Well, you know what? Memories.
It was lights out and stuff, so yeah.
Memory serves that you had an edit on the barracks that had a song.
I mean, in the beginning, I had a lot of edits that had songs. Like I had one where I was kind of making fun of myself for knowledge slips because I was having a rough time with them down the stairs. And the song that I used was like "You're Getting Old" or something like that. In the lyrics, as I was trying these knowledge slips, I think there were a lot of edits with them.
Interesting. Well, I'll have to get back to you what the song was. I'll have to get back to you what the song was because if I played it, I guarantee you would remember it. Grant, do you have any questions for Mr. Berra?
Someone else can go. I'll be thinking.
Okay, well, I'll ask him for you. So I'm hearing that correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Sovrn and Friendship are both coming out of the barracks?
No. You have mixed information.
Okay, so Sovrn, you're not involved with Sovrn at all.
No, I am, but it's more Mikey's thing
Oh, okay. So what involvement, may I ask, that you do have with Sovrn?
I guess kind of the same kind of involvement I have with everything, right? That I do. I work on it with Mikey. You know, after the workshop, Mikey and I have always been, you know, good friends, and there weren't really a lot of brands that we could see ourselves being a part of. It was a time in skating where you didn't necessarily have to have a board sponsor. You could kind of sit back and wait. And when the time was right, you know, we created Sovrn. It's a much more extensive story, but I don't know how much you want to hear of it. But
I care about all of it, but I also care about the rest of the time that I have with you on the phone. So I'm okay with the dumbed down version of it.
Yeah, but I mean, basically, it's you know, I couldn't really see myself. You know, oddly enough, I was so busy, and I never really wanted to start a skateboard brand. I had a passion for media and filmmaking and skateboarding, but I didn't ever want to start a skateboard brand. But kind of, we just felt that we needed to. So Mikey's really leading the way on that.
Yes. You ride Sovrn boards, yes?
I do, yes.
Okay, wonderful. Are you still on DC shoes?
That's what I was saying.
Yes, I am.
Okay, wonderful. How bummed are you that Rob Dyrdek did not end up re-signing with DC?
I mean, that's always a bummer because he's a really good friend, and he's been on DC a long time. But I don't know, maybe someday he'll get back on like Jordan or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of very complicated or complex details to a business when it's filed for bankruptcy, right?
Right.
So it really has, I think, a lot less to do with him disliking the brand and more of the brand and the brand support this at this time, right? And those are all questions that can only be answered by the people that own Quicksilver and are doing the Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing, right?
Right.
So I'm not really privy to the conversation. I just kind of do what I did.
Yeah.
It's a bummer because Rob's a great guy. It's a real bummer.
How involved are you still with? I know in the beginning when you were in your DC deal, you were involved with the filmmaking and marketing of like an example, the initial DC's campaign. Are you still involved with DC marketing in that form?
Man, you're asking tough questions.
That means I'm asking good questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really busy with what I do, right? And it's a bit harder to do everything that I do and do all the DC stuff, but I definitely am there to provide a lot of support and know-how. But again, DC's had like a little bit of a tough time, not because it's DC, but because it's owned, by a larger corporation. And it's just a very complex world when you get into being part of a public company, And
oh, absolutely, absolutely. I didn't know that. Quicksilver is a public company.
And
okay.
So they had, the guy that was the CEO of Quicksilver,
right?
Wasn't really, didn't do any of the brands any favors.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, because he has to deal with the board of directors too, and then the shareholders. There's that whole aspect too. So that I understand the complexity. That's just that's any public business, especially a public business that filed for bankruptcy. So I understand. Well, I don't.
It gets really complex when you're dealing with a lot of debt,
Right.
blah blah blah. So I am now getting back to the point where we can actually where I can help influence the brand like I was when it was done, right?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
No, 1,000%. I appreciate that. You guys have any questions? You guys think of any questions up for Steve Berra?
Yeah, for sure. I'm getting feedback on you too.
Well, I'm using the phone, so I have no choice.
Using the phone over blab?
Yes, correct. Can you hear Medina? Medina, can you ask? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a few questions. It's kind of weird hearing myself back though.
Are we like is this live or?
Yeah, it's live. Correct. It's live, but it's
Live
also
is
being
fun.
recorded. It'll be recorded and uploaded on iTunes.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Medina, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, I know that you guys have now put Bluetown boards on the canteen, which is super sick. Thank you for that. I know that Timmy Johnson, I've heard speak very, very highly of you, and I just want to know like how that relationship started.
With Timmy Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or with Bluetown?
both. Shit.
Well, I'll tell you both.
Cool.
Timmy, I met a long time ago with Cody Fillet at the Make-A-Wish kind of contest, or Make-A-Wish. You know that event that they do in Houston every year? Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, in Texas.
And
Yeah.
so I met Timmy, that guy Ross Capticoni. Do you remember him? He was the guy with the piece on that got shot 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but that went all over the place. And I met him, Ross, Cody Cepeda, and this guy Marquise. These guys, Marquise and Eric King, all at the same time. They're all friends. And it was because Ross had started talking to me about his story. And then that night we all went to, I brought everyone to go see a movie because that's about the only thing I do when I'm not working on the barracks.
Mm-hmm.
And we just all became friends, and I always kind of kept up with Cody because I thought all those guys were really good at skating. And as you know, Cody would come out here to work on his battle commander, and then when he came out here, or not battle commander, his recruit, when he came out here for the Pros vs. Jones contest, in the middle of his Pros vs. Jones contest, we did a recruit with him, and then Timmy came out here with Jesse Newhouse, who's an old friend of mine from when I was like 15 years old, and he is the guy who founded Bluetown.
Right.
So they stayed at my house. I live in Chicago half the time.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that. I live right outside of Chicago.
Huh?
He lives right. Mike lives right outside Chicago.
Yeah, I live in Naperville.
Oh, shit. No way. That's where I grew up, man.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, man. I live at 75th and 59.
Ha! I know exactly where that is. Oh, my God. Over there by the mall, yeah?
What? Yeah, right by Fox Valley Mall.
Yep. That's insane.
Because my son lives there, so I fly there every week to go see my son. I stay there a week. I come here for a week. I go back there for a week. That's fine.
Very cool. Very small world, huh?
So when I was out there, I hit up Jesse because I knew he was doing Bluetown, and I knew Timmy not as well as I know him now, but I knew him a little bit. And I talked to Jesse about, what he wanted to do with Bluetown and if there was any way that I could help him. Because when I was young, Jesse was, we're relatively the same age, and we used to skate against each other in contests, and he was always like the guy. He was sponsored, and he was from Chicago. He was winning the contest. It was like Rob Deerdeck, myself, and Jesse were all at the same contest all the time when we were kids. And so I always really liked Jesse and had this admiration for him and really wanted to see if he was going to continue to do Blue Town, if there was anything that we could do to really augment his journey with having a skateboard brand. And
Right.
he called me up and asked if he could see my house. Him and a bunch of other guys from Chicago, the guys that are from Uprise, and Timmy was one of them. And then Timmy never left. That was a year and a half ago.
That's so sick. Yeah, I know that everyone from out here is super psyched that like Blue House is getting the exposure from being on the barracks and everything. So that's super sick.
Oh, are you in Chicago right now?
I'm in DeKalb, which is like 30 minutes from DeKalb, or about 40 minutes from Chicago.
Oh, you're in DeKalb. Oh, okay. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not sitting next to Drew right now?
No, we do this.
No.
Me and Grant we're born and raised from San Diego, and Medina. Medina lives in he lives in Chicago. Yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So I mean, wait till you see the stuff that we have coming out at Timmy.
Oh, I heard. I spilled any beans though.
What's that?
He said he heard.
I heard all about it, but I refuse to spill the beans.
Yeah, Timmy just got Skull Candy. We got a Blue Town trajectory coming out. We have Blue Town now in the canteen. You know, cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
Grant,
that's so sick.
Grant, do you have a question for Mr.?
Yeah, I saw that Timmy, well, like you just said, but also I saw on social media recently that Timmy and Deshaun just got on Skull Candy, and I was just wondering how involved you are over at Skull Candy with those decisions, or like with the skate program.
Yeah, that was basically me putting them on.
Nice.
I ride for Skull Candy. I've been working with them for a long time, and they are, they're really focused on helping. Like our philosophy is kind of aligned with wanting to really help out new guys. And I don't know if you saw the new skateboard mag. We have a whole new issue dedicated to new faces. It's called
Yeah.
And so Skull Candy really aligned with us on that, and they came to me and said, "Hey, we want to do this program. It's called No Label." So it's like this just sort of silhouette of the Skull Candy logo, and stuff specifically just for these guys in this new program to help them, go on trips, get flights, hotels, like really just help build their career through their channel, so that when they turn pro, they have a big headphone behind them, and they can hopefully bring them more opportunities. And when they said that's what they wanted to do, I picked 3 guys. You'll find out who the 3rd guy is soon. But are on now. And what I like about Deshaun and Timmy is they're both very different skaters. Deshaun, he's like your
Tucker.
vehicle can do anything, and Timmy's a much more laid back, skates to his own beat. Chicago, soulful, philosophical skater. And so I love the differences between the 2 guys.
That's so
Cool. Yeah, nice.
I did that.
I
helped with that.
Wonderful. I have a question. What's the relationship now with some of your former Alien Workshop riders? If I guess I could be a little more specific with Anthony Van Engelen, Jason Dill, and Dylan Reeder.
Like, what is our relationship?
Yeah. Is there a relationship?
No, not really. I mean, there really never was a relationship with that. I mean, I've known Bill for a very long time. We were teenagers, even before he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so busy doing all the stuff that I do that it doesn't really make a difference in my life, I guess.
Right.
You're a big Anthony Van Engelen fan growing up, though, yes?
Well, I'm older than he is, so I don't know about growing up, but I mean, yeah, I've always been he's unreal on a skateboard. His style, his power, everything that he does is always it's really fun to watch him skate because he skates fast, he has a lot of power.
Yeah.
And, he looks good. I think he looks really good on a skateboard.
So you say you're busy a lot. What are you busy doing? What are you doing every day? Give me an idea what busy is. Explain to me how busy one Steve Berra is.
Well, let's see. Every day of the week it's a little bit different. I'm trying to get my days down to almost themed days. It's like Monday. I wish I had my schedule in front of me, but I'm in my car talking to you. Monday is all-day meeting. We meet in the morning at 9:30. An all-person staff meeting. It's about 50 people. Which is pretty wild because we started this thing in my bedroom at my old house, which is me and Cody Green. And so to have 50 people there, and we have a staff meeting, we talk about what's on the schedule for the week, what people are doing. That's a pretty short meeting. Then we go into a skateboard mag meeting, and then I kind of separate out from the skateboard mag meeting real quick to have another production meeting in a smaller group to go over the schedule again, and then I get hop back into the skateboard mag meeting, and we talk about the next issue, the issue after that, the issue after that. We kind of tackle 3 issues every week. The progress of 3 issues at a time. And then I have a filmer meeting where I sit down with all the filmers and we talk about the project and how they're doing and if we're on schedule or not and what help they need to accomplish it. It's very hard. There's a lot of moving units in what we do. And then because you're not only dealing with all the filmers and their schedules and cameras and everything else, but you're dealing with all the skaters and their schedules. And to try to run a business and be efficient out of business, that is a very kind of inconsistent, that delivers a very inconsistent product, which is media, right? So it's like you go out and, you're going to go shoot a cover for a magazine or go shoot an episode of Push, right? Guy doesn't always get his trick. So it's like, okay, it might take you 5 or 6 times, and then the schedule always has to change. You have to be very fluid about everything you do. So for that, and then after filmer meeting, that's usually around lunch. I take a quick lunch, and then I catch up on some stuff, and we talk about the canteen, and we have an advertising meeting where we talk about all the advertisers and what we can do with them, and who's good at skateboarding, who's doing cool things. It's like it's a lot. That's just on a Monday, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll blink and it'll be 8 o'clock. And let's see what else. Then I try to reserve Tuesdays for meeting with people because there's always somebody that wants to meet. So I end up doing a lot of meetings with people face to face. And then Wednesday and Thursday I like to shoot stuff. And Friday I'll edit, but sometimes that's really hard for me because there's, again, always something. There's so many moving units to this beast that it becomes challenging. And then I leave. I leave on Tuesday. I'm gone, the following Tuesday. And I'm gone for a week. I'm in Chicago with my son. And when I'm there, I work on ideas, right? Stuff that we can do. There's so much to decide. You got to look at numbers. You got to look at traffic. You got to
good again. Yeah.
Anyway, if you came one day and saw the madness, the organized madness, you'd be, I think, pretty impressed from, for how far we've come.
Everything you guys do over there is always impressive. It's a beautiful thing.
On top, well, thank you. I mean, hopefully I'm not talking too much. I know this is only an hour program, and you can cut me off at any time.
No, we like everybody here, everyone listening, and I'm not just speaking for the viewers listening, but me, Michael Medina, and Grant Farrell, we like to listen with open ears and get an idea, because all of us want to work in the skateboard industry one form or another. So so do the listeners.
Yeah, and that's what I think is really great about it. It's like, we have a very certain ethos to our business, right? I, myself, and Eric both set out on this Eric's journey to kind of create all the things that we wish existed when we were 19 and 20 and 21 and all the years growing up really trying to make a living at skateboarding, There were a lot of really, really hard years just trying to survive, and you survived because you loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There'd be years where I'm like, where we're just auditioning for commercials because if you got a commercial, it meant, you could maybe buy a car, right, or pay rent, because skateboarding didn't pay the way it does now, right?
Yeah.
And it's been a hard work of, a couple of dozen people, I mean, thousands of people, but a couple of dozen real leaders in the industry that have really helped build the industry, And so there's this part of us that I want to give people jobs. I would much rather, and I still to this day have always hired more people rather than pay myself, because I would rather give jobs to a couple more people and worry about my paycheck while I still have sponsors, and that's always been Eric's attitude as well. So any chance that we can get, if there's a good filmer out there and needs a job, and we have the money at the time, or we can figure out how to find the money, we definitely want those kind of guys to work for us. A good photographer, a good filmer, a good social media guy, a good whatever. We're continuing to try to grow this universe that we're creating, in and of itself, right? And that includes a lot of we're a service facility, and that's how we've always looked at it. We're here to try to do whatever we can to make the brand better, to make the skaters more known, to make more money for the brand, to grow skateboarding, and at least to grow skateboarding in a way that is palatable to skateboarders, We're a skater-owned and operated business. So it's, I know there's the impression that we're this massive company, but I think we just think massively when we are a massive company.
Well, you've definitely grown. I mean, I saw from the building that you went to the building that you went to, and then and before you had, I remember you showed me the small little, I don't know, everyone had, there was a lot of cubicles there. Then you upgraded to a nice little, I don't know what you call it, a loft or something. It was really impressive. But you guys are growing. You guys are huge. So I wouldn't say it's too far-fetched to say you guys are massive.
Yeah, I mean, massive for, I guess, maybe the skateboard world, I mean, we certainly put everything we have into what we're doing, and I think that creates, I don't want to say the illusion, the picture that we maybe are bigger than what we are, but it's a grind, it's a grind, but it's one that is I'd rather do this than sell insurance. If I sold insurance and put as much time into insurance or being a stockbroker or selling cars or whatever, I would be a much wealthier person, that's for sure. But who wants to sell insurance? I don't. I at least want to be able to work in the thing that I really love the most, and it just happens to be in this life, skateboarding. I love filmmaking, and that's why I try to marry the two and build something that helps elevate the content of filmmaking, so that when people really look at skaters, they're not looking at the stuff on Vice and going, God, skaters are a bunch of fucking idiots. They look at the push stuff and they go, wow, skaters are incredible. I mean, their tenacity, their intelligence, their ability, their artistry. It's like nothing ever that I've ever seen on the planet. That's what I want people to see with skateboarding. I don't particularly care for the exploitive part of skateboarding where you just, you can get any dickhead to shit in the cup and film it and have a skateboard in his hand. I wouldn't think that's indicative of the majority of skateboarding.
With the Berra, obviously ending this Friday with the finals night, is like the announcement of Push or the first episodes of this round or whatever you want to call it, season, I don't know. Is that coming soon then, right after Battle at the Barracks?
Damn, you are do you have a bug in the office?
I don't, but I know, like, generally I would assume you guys try to push one thing at a time. You don't want to mix up the viewers, so hold Battle at the Barracks, then push on the next thing, which would be Push.
Yeah, so Push is coming out in July.
Okay.
There will be the first trailer for Push during the live broadcast of Battle at the Barracks.
Oh, okay.
Next week after Battle at the Barracks is when all the next new wave content comes out. There's a lot of parts. We have about 50 parts coming out that are part of the next new wave. Jamie Foy, Deshaun Jordan, Zion Wright.
Is Ish Cepeda in it?
Huh?
Ish Cepeda?
Yeah, Ish has a part. So a lot of that, just juggling that when you go back to all the, what's my schedule like or how busy it is, and just even trying to juggle the calendar to make sure that all the content when it comes out is paid attention to, that the guys put all the effort into the skating, that they get the most out of it. So it's like a flow in the schedule that you have to continually look at and figure out to make sure that these guys feel good about, the efforts they've put into and the trust that they've put into us in posting all this stuff up, right? And curating all these guys. So we have about, I think it's like 15 or 16 parts coming out. And we have a unit battle commander and a Deshaun Jordan on top of his next new wave part. He has a recruit that's coming out. So there's a lot of stuff to juggle, but that's coming out, and then Push should be out in July.
Yeah.
With as busy as you are with all this shit, how often do you get to skate, Steve?
Truthfully, or should I tell you the PR?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, lie to me. I want you to fucking lie to me and everybody else. Yes.
I'll lie to you and say I skate every single day, 5 hours a day at the park, just ripping it up.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what? Look, I don't get to skate nearly as much as I'd like to, or nearly as much as I think about it. So it ends up sometimes it's 4 days a week, and sometimes it's not at all. It just depends. From week to week, sometimes day to day, or even hour to hour, whether or not I can skate. I got hurt like 3 weeks ago. I'm actually going to the doctor tomorrow.
What happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I just, 2 days after I was skating, I woke up and my knee was hurt really bad, and my ankle. Sean and I were skating the stairs and going back and forth, tricks down the stairs, and it was actually a really great night skating. 2 days later, part of it is I'm getting older, you know, so they don't sit here trying to skate the stairs with a 19-year-old kid who's built like a friggin' tight end, you know, on a football team and is like the strongest human I know, right? So I'm trying to go toe-to-toe with him on tricks. So I think I just, you know, I got a little bit ahead of myself and woke up a couple days later and I must have, during the process, torn the radii. I'm not sure. But I'm going tomorrow to the doctor. I'll get it looked at. Jesus,
what were you doing?
We were doing back high heels down the stairs, and we were trying to film like a double line, but if he would fail it, I would make it, and then when I would fail it, he would make it. So
Gotcha.
I try to stay low impact, but I just got this thing where I'm gonna get there today. And it actually went really well. That's the thing that I'm so surprised, right? That it hurt my knee some of that. But it's not good.
You have any other questions for Steve? You got a little bit more time with us?
I have time, yeah. I'm just here my time.
Okay. Would you guys like to ask more questions, or should we get as a take on some of these other topics?
I had one more quick question since we're already on the push topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
A few of the people have already posted about being in push this year. Was that something you guys hoping to keep it secretive until your announcement on the site, or how did that go about?
Can you repeat that, Drew?
Can you say again, Grant?
Yeah. So some of the people that are going to be in push 2 have already posted about it on Instagram or mentioned it. Were you guys hoping to keep that announcement until your video on the barracks, like your trailer, or was that how did that go about?
Yeah, did you get that, Steve? He's asking that there's a few riders that announced that they're going to be on push 2. That was before the announcement. How did you feel about that? Did you mind them announcing it before your announcement?
Nah, that's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind they do that stuff because it's a nice kind of preview. But when you see like the actual push 2 trailer that we made, it just has a totally different impact. That finding out the guys isn't really a spoiler, you know. So I don't mind that. I mean, obviously, in retrospect, maybe I would give them hold off, but at the same time, if they're excited enough to post about it, I don't want to stop them. I think that's great that they are happy that they're a part of it, that they would want to post.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
We have really good guys in here. It's really fun. When I sat down and watched the trailer, it was emotional for me because last year was really, really hard. We spent 10 months working on it to try to make something, that's never been really made in skateboarding. And, I needed a couple of months break from almost everything because I had almost run myself into the ground working on it. And when I saw the new trailers for it, I was like, oh my God, we did it again. This is so cool. These guys look so awesome, and it's all new. I was so used to those 8 people from last year, and now you see these 8 people this year, and like, holy shit, I think we might pull it off again. It was really exciting.
Well, let's ask the real tough questions here. What's the name of Eric Costa's new company?
You tell me, man.
Oh, don't act like you don't know.
That's not my place to say.
I know it's not. I know. It's my job to ask the questions. I must ask the questions. What up, Steve? Why did you take down the video of your on the record for the record fakie flips that I filmed you doing on your birthday, your 40th birthday?
You know what? I don't think it's actually down. I think the search, we've been refining the search feature on the site, and I think the search feature is just a little fucked up right now, but it'll be fixed really in recently, and there are some things that just haven't been totally perfected yet. So I don't think it's down. It's just not. You just can't find it yet.
Gotcha. Your meta tags are fucked up. Or just the search.
I could be both, man. They'll get fixed. They're gonna be fixed.
Oh, wonderful. Maybe we'll find your lost part. Maybe we'll find your battle commander you forgot all about.
That might. You might.
I hope so.
What other questions you got for me?
What else do I want to know about, Steve? It's been a while.
I don't know, man.
Can ask you a few things. I'm actually more excited to talk to you in private than after this, but I'm happy to have you on the show today.
Happy to be on.
Well, wonderful news.
Jim Tebow is one who told me about the show, by the way.
Yeah, did he just call you and say, "Hey, you got to check out this podcast"? What's up? How did that?
We were talking. I think we were texting about some stuff, and then that's kind of basically what he did. He was like, "You gotta check this out. This is really cool." And I didn't know that it was you at first. And then when he started telling me the names of the people, I was like, "Oh, like Drew? Is Drew's name Drew?" And he was like, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, I know that dude. I'm gonna call him and talk with him." Actually, Jim was the one who said, "You should call him and fuck with him right now." He's psyched. And so that's when I called you that day. That was like later when I called you that day. That was like 10 minutes after Jim and I talked.
Yeah, I figured as much because I just got the phone with him earlier. Yeah, so Jim's way of thinking is really interesting. I think he got the phone with you. He calls Grant, and then he says, "I'm gonna surprise Drew. He's gonna be surprised. He's gonna join the podcast. Don't tell Drew." And then you try to call the fuck with me, but instead we fucked with you because I didn't know who the fuck you were. And for
I wouldn't say that you were fucking with me. I would say
really, we were saying I'm Tyrone Biggums in a black person voice. You wouldn't say we're fucking with you?
Well, I mean, you tried to fuck with me, but you were still a mystery. I mean, I know who I was talking to because as soon as I clicked the number on the text that Jim gave me and my phone dialed, it said Drew's name. So that's how I have you on my phone.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't Tyrone Biggs.
Oh, hell yeah, Steve. This is what I'm talking about. This is golden shit. I love this shit. This is the direction the show needs to be going. So listen, you changed your number. Jim confirmed that you've changed your number at least 6 different times. So when you said, "Oh, you deleted my number," I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, the first time you called me, I said, "This guy's fucking. I don't know who. This guy's a troll. Who gave him my number? I do not like this. I do not like this individual." You are, man.
I know the comments I read that people I want to see that.
Yeah, what's going on? Why do you have I feel like you're very withheld. Like you're more behind the scenes now. We never see you anymore. The massive public wants to know where Steve Berra is. Your Instagram's on private. You still haven't accepted me. I'm very upset about that. You unfollowed me. Also not happy about that. I don't like that. I never hear from you. You never call. What the fuck, Steve?
Honestly, man, it's because it is really, I'm not complaining in any way, but it is really, really hard running the barracks, and so a lot of it was also, I don't feel comfortable, like, being on the site and using the site and the platform to just showcase my skating. One, because I don't really have anything to prove in skateboarding, and I can care less if I'm popular or not in skateboarding. I've kind of already done that, I don't want to say that that's a trite goal, because it's not. There was a point in skateboarding where, like, okay, do I just contest having a little bit more of an importance for a career, but at the time I was like, I just don't really. I would much rather do something for my fellow skateboarders and the future of skateboarding rather than really focus on my career.
Why don't you do both? Why not do both? People like to see it.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to go out and film and then go to meetings and.
Well, can't you hire a crony? Can't you get like 2 or 3 cronies to do your paperwork for you?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, there are 50 people that work there. I guess, I wouldn't call them like cronies.
No, I'm just talking shit. No, that's like a mob term. Yeah, I know. Everyone there deserves the utmost respect. It's not, and I'll speak for you because I'll just take that opportunity because I like the interview. Yeah, but I know that the barracks is not the barracks is not just. It's not just you. It's a team. You guys do massive amounts of work. You guys are traveling everywhere, driving everywhere, shitting everywhere. You guys are handling it. You guys are doing great work. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, come on, just hear me out. Like I get it. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't want to. But you need to be in front of the camera. Stop being behind it. We know much about. By the way, let me ask this question. Because I don't think you'll do it just because I'm complaining. I'm probably not gonna see any more Steve. If anything, I might not hear from you for a while again. I want to ask. You've had a little bit of you've been in the acting career for a little bit. How often do you miss that?
Not much. I mean, it's like here's my whole experience in life, right? When I was 18 years old, I lived with Tony Hawk. He said, you got to look at something other than skating a career, because skating is just something that you have to be passionate about. Tony came from the 80s where he made millions of dollars, and then by 1990, he was broke, and skating was like the size of a pinky nail, right? And so he didn't understand at the time, because he was only also 23 years old, and no one did, that skating would go in a cyclical kind of timeline, right? And during that time, there were less teenagers than there ever were in America, and skateboarding was not popular, so that was like the best advice that he could give me. So I kind of thought to myself, and I was like, well, I'm never going to not love skateboarding, but what can I do to make money? Because at the time, I only made $500 a month skating, and I was a brand new pro that was good, and like that's pretty much how much everyone was making. 500, maybe 1,000. If you were really lucky, you work up to $1,500, right? And so, and that's like no insurance, no nothing. It's like, you're living 6 guys in a 6-bedroom apartment. It's a brutal life. So I was like, well, what can I do to make more money? So I continued to skate. It's kind of like skating, like a job. It is my job because you like it. So I decided to go to acting classes. And then I had a really good teacher, and the teacher was really passionate about acting and filmmaking, and really got me passionate about it as much as I'd ever been about skateboarding. So I pursued that, and shortly thereafter, got a television show on Fox, and then I was locked down for 6 months on a television show, really missing skating. I wasn't skating every day. I was still skating, 3-4 days a week, but at that age, you want to skate every day. And then what happened is that the show got canceled, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't really want to do this. I've learned that I don't really want to be an actor because there's not a lot of power in it at the time. And I wanna write, and I want to direct movies. So I had to go through that acting experience to learn that that's not totally that's not what I singularly wanted to focus on. So then I've always written. I wrote since I was in high school, and so then I started writing scripts. And I wrote a lot of really bad scripts for a long time, and then I got better at writing scripts. And then I wrote a couple of scripts that got a lot of attention around town. So I met with all of these producers from everywhere. You Universal, Sony, Warner Brothers, everywhere. You know, and they would all go, hey, do you want a job? Do you want to write this script? Do you want to adapt this book? Do you want to take this story and write a script about it, right? And I was always like, no. And I tell my agent would get frustrated a little bit because you have these really big producers wanting you to write movies, you know? And I just said, I can't because I'm like filming for a skateboard video and I don't want to write on someone else's time. And if I'm late, then I don't want to get in trouble for it. Or if I, decide to change ideas from the first time, because you have to go when you're a writer, you go into these rooms, you talk to a shit ton of producers in the room, and they all have. You got to give them your take on the whatever it is, whatever the movie is that they're trying to get made, that they need a writer for. So you give them your take, and then they hire you off of your take. And I never really wanted to go on those meetings, so I never really did.
Yeah, after all the work, you never went to the meeting?
Well, I went on general meetings where I would meet producers, but when they wanted to talk to me about actual ideas or offer me movies, I would say no every time. And there was a couple of jobs that I did want to do. And so I went in there and I gave them my pitch, which is exhausting and takes, a while to figure the pitch out of like how you want the movie to go. And then you're kind of married to that pitch, right? And then I got offered the job and I ended up saying no anyway, right? Because I was just filming and I took one job and it was a rewrite job that I said that it could not put my name on. It was another writer had written the first draft and they wanted a better draft, and so they came to me to help make the script better, and I said, I'll do it because they offered me a shit ton of money, and that money is what I used to buy the first building that Eric's was in, and that's how I justified taking 6 months of my life to rewrite this really shitty fucking idea of this really shitty script that they ended up not making anyway. So I got paid a bunch of money, bought the barracks building, and the movie never even got made.
Wow.
So,
well, at least you got your money.
Yeah, and but that happens all the time in Hollywood. And so what it was a learning lesson for me to go, hey, this is not what I want to do either. I actually really wanted to direct the movie, but you go through those things. It's like with any job, if you start working in a restaurant, they put you in at the morning crew where the shrimp and the crab are coming in at 4:30 in the morning, and you gotta fucking pull it off the truck, and put it in the freezer and make sure the kitchen's clean, blah blah blah, before you can eventually 3 years later run the restaurant, right? So that's kind of what acting and writing and then going and making movies. So I wrote a movie that I wanted to make, that I wanted to direct. And one of the producers that I met with on these rounds of meetings that I took, Hollywood likes to do a lot of meetings, right? They like to meet about stuff all the time, and it's like the illusion of progress. You're not really progressing, except for maybe you talk to somebody for an hour and you like them, and sometimes you don't, right? And sometimes they don't like you, and so.
So you wanted to stay away from that. That you didn't care about that life at all.
No, I don't like Hollywood life, right? I don't go to clubs. I don't go to premieres. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. It's never been anything that I always thought that as a skateboarder that was really counter to what the skate culture really liked,
Yeah.
And what I liked about skateboarding and its counterculture sort of attitude, and like shitting in a cup on ice or whatever the fuck they do is not a counterculture thing, right? That's just sort of idiocy, right?
So you're not a fan of King of the Road then?
Actually, I've never seen it, but I've seen stuff on Vice that they've done, that Vice has done, that I just didn't think was really reflective of skateboarding. But as far as King of the Road, no, I've actually never watched it.
What about Epically Lettered?
Epically Lettered is actually cool. I think he does a cool job of that.
If you mind, let me ask you a little bit before I let you go, because I assume you're running short on time now, huh?
Yeah, but let me finish my point, right? So
Sure.
what happened was that I made this movie, and that was a learning experience. So I made a movie. I directed a movie. I was in charge of hundreds of people that were working for me to help execute a vision on a movie. And at the end of the day, the movie went to Sundance, which is like supposed to be this grand experience for filmmakers. And I think maybe because I could look at everything through a skate lens, it was a bit let down. Sundance experience was just kind of so corporate, and and I understand it, but at the time it was hard for me to understand. And then ultimately my movie that could have been in peace, but because there was a bigger offer to be sold on DVD, producers, because I didn't own the movie, because I didn't pay for it, the producers cut 17 minutes from my film and sold it to a DVD company so they could get the money back. And when I went through that process, you gotta understand it was really heartbreaking, because I'd taken time off from skateboarding, and I didn't skate for a while, right? And then it was more like a little over a year, where I got back to being regular. And so that's when I kind of came up with the idea of like everything that I have learned about acting and writing and filmmaking, and looking at the void that existed in skateboard media. I wanted to apply that, and I really felt like those were just all big learning lessons to create this bigger thing that I really feel like I was meant to create. Like, it's funny, like, you have these guys and they'll fucking leave a message on my Instagram or something, or they'll tag me in some comment that I'll see, and they're like, oh, you failed actor, you failed director, your shitty scripts, or whatever. And it's funny, because it's like, that's not even the case at all. Everything has been on my own volition to why I'm not an actor anymore, why I haven't made another movie. It's because I really feel like I did all of those things to prepare myself to create the Barracks, right? Because now we get to employ not just me as a filmmaker, but all kinds of filmmakers. And they come to me and they want to do something, and I say, cool, do it. Because I don't want to be in the position that I was in with these producers where they cut fucking 17 minutes of my film, right? And I want these guys to have ideas, and I want them to go execute them. And if I can offer a viewpoint on the edits or some of the ideas, I will. But I'm in no means a dictator. I'm by no means a dictator. I like to collaborate with everyone and offer what I can offer. And sometimes, there was a lot more at the beginning, but now our guys are so good, I very rarely have to sit down and help edit a piece for them, or sit down and rework their ideas, just because they all have gotten exponentially better at filmmaking simply because they do it so much now,
Right.
So a short question, or a long answer to a short question, that's sort of the trajectory of why they're, or why I still do this, I don't know, or why I can't be in front of the camera skating, because I'm busy.
Right. I'm really.
Go ahead.
I'm really interested, and I've asked you this, but I like to get on the record. A little intrigued on your relationship with Mr. Heath Kirchart. You guys rode for a lot of the same companies. You had Birdhouse, you had Foundation, Alien Workshop. You had that epic game of skate on you versus him about the Barracks, or I don't know if that was was that an official matchup, or was that just I want to play you?
I think it was our official game.
What's the relationship like with Heath?
What's it like? Or
yeah, what is it? What is there? Yeah, I mean, you can give me the past. You can give me the current status on your guys' relationship. It's really intriguing to me.
Well, I mean, we rode for the same companies our whole career, right? It's like he rode for Birdhouse, and then quit Birdhouse to ride for Foundation, and then we quit Foundation to ride for Birdhouse, and then we quit Birdhouse to ride for the workshop, and it was just the kind of thing where, you know, we were thought a lot alike, but also different at the same time. It's funny, people's perception of Heath, because they're very intimidated by him, but I've known Heath since he was 14, and I'm not saying that knowing someone for a long time means that you're not, that you don't buy into whoever they are. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just so close to him as a person where I don't have to talk to Heath for 6 months and see him. It's not like, hey, dude, it's not weird, you know. He's more like a brother or someone you spent a long time with. I've just spent so much time with Heath, and I don't see him that much. I know he comes to the park a lot, but usually in the morning, and sometimes I'm not there in the morning, or I'm gone half the month, so it just depends. But he comes to the park and skates. He was there, I believe, yesterday or the day before, but I missed him. And he doesn't have a phone, so he only has an iPad, so you have to, email him. And again, if I'm not, working with someone on something, I really don't talk to people that much, because I just don't have a lot of time. Because I have my kids, and, I have so much work. So, I think in the future, Heath and I will definitely do something. I'd love to make a piece about Heath, maybe a life on video section with Heath. I think that would be really interesting. And, go through all the things that he went through filming for video parts. I mean, I think Heath is one of the, best people ever to have existed in skateboarding. And he's always been really smart about his money and what he wants to do. And, I can see how people think he's elusive, but I just don't have that relationship with him where he is elusive to me, if that makes sense.
Would you say you guys are close?
Yeah, we'll always be close, right? But we don't talk that much, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't talk to my dad that much, but he's still my dad.
Was it intentional that both of you guys quit at the same time for the same companies to get on the same company?
Oh, yeah, that was all done in tandem together. We did that together.
Why did you guys leave Birdhouse the first time?
At that time, that was the first time. That was the only time where it wasn't done in collusion with one another. That time, it just happened to be that we both got on Foundation because he was friends with Josh Beagle and I was friends with Dave Swift, who was the head of Trans World, and Dave and Todd Swank grew up skating together, and Dave was like, hey, this dude wants to ride for Foundation, and I got on, and it just so happened that he, when he was 14, got on at the same time, because he was friends with Ronnie Krieger and Beagle.
Gotcha.
And then, by going on tours for years together and skating together and filming together, when it was time to leave Foundation, we did it together, and then when it was time to leave Birdhouse, we did it together, and that's kind of how it went.
I see.
Does that satiate your...
I've always been curious about your guys' relationship.
Yeah. No, I love Heath. He's awesome. Will always be a good friend of mine. Always.
How often? I notice I hear a lot of you in your involvement with the barracks. How often does Eric help you out with that stuff? What's Eric's role at the barracks?
He's involved a lot. He's always at Monday staff meetings when he's in town. And, Eric's also very busy just, video, working on his new shoe, working on the campaign, working on, figuring out his sponsor. So, what he did, it's like anyone. He's sort of like this eye in the sky, like he helps guide the direction of what we're doing. He weighs in on a lot of stuff of like what we should be doing or what we'd like to do, or if I have an idea or if he has an idea, we talk about it. He's really there to offer guidance, and that's kind of what he does. And it's very helpful. It's like sometimes we're like, hey, dude, I don't know Bobby Warris as well as you do. Can you hit him up and ask him to be in battle with the Berra? And he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So there's always something, right? There's always something that he does that is very helpful. But it's a big part of it. He's part of every major decision that we make when it comes to spending money or getting a building or whatever it is. He's right there with me as much as I am with him.
Do you guys still own the smaller building, or did you guys sell that?
No, we had to sell it because we needed the money to get into the new building.
I didn't know if you I don't know what you did with that. I didn't know if you had to use it to augment your current building.
Yeah, I would have loved to hang on to it, but it would have been too much of a financial burden for us at the time to hang on to it.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Does anyone have any other questions for Mr. Berra?
I don't right now.
Not at the moment, I don't. But like,
You said what?
I definitely would like to explore in the future.
Yeah. We'll try and get Steve on in a future episode. I'll bother him.
Am I good? Are you going to have me weigh in on other topics?
Do you want to weigh in on some of the topics? Because we're gonna get started here. Well, at least finishing this. I don't know how you feel about giving your input on some of these topics. Like we just talked about. I don't know. It wouldn't be too bad. Let's continue with the rest of the show. Moving on to back to the topics. Manny Santiago left Ammo Skateboards.
This is one that I'm really bummed about.
Yeah, Steve doesn't know. Steve, this is live reaction. Yes, he threw an Instagram post yesterday evening saying thank you, Felix. I appreciate all the help, but I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'm moving on.
I agree.
Yes.
I totally associate with just as much as I associate Felix almost.
Yeah, and that's three. They took in three big hits of three skateboarders. It's Diego, your boy Kelvin Hopler, and now Manny Santiago. Really the face of Ammo, in my opinion. Right next to Felix. But I did text Felix and I asked him for a comment, and this will align the stars for you, Grant, with what he posted today on Instagram. He said to me via text, "You don't raise your kids to stay at home." End quote.
That's why he posted that.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That's probably why he posted it, because he texted me that in the morning, 10 o'clock this morning, saying you don't raise your kids to stay at home. Your thoughts on that, Steve?
What?
Your thoughts on Felix, his outlook on Manny Santiago leaving, saying you don't raise your kids to stay at home.
You don't raise your kids to stay at home?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was very big of him to say that.
I agree.
Right?
I agree 1,000%. He gave a similar comment when I asked his take on Kelvin leaving. But that does leave a question for me, and maybe all three of you can help me answer this question. I don't know how familiar you are with the Ammo team, Steve. Who's on Ammo now?
Johnny.
Who's on him?
Well, Johnny.
Is it just Johnny?
Yeah, but what about
Johnny Five Skate?
So it's like African dude. It's on Red Bull.
African dude on Red Bull.
Sorry,
Steve, you know what he's talking about?
Can't remember his name. He's on DC, I think, too.
Oh, Moises Adams or whatever?
Yeah, Moses. Isn't he on ammo?
Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
Well, let's just look at their Insta, see who they post.
I didn't see.
Yeah, they posted Moses
Manny's gone.
very recently.
Why do you think he left? That's the real question. Why do you think Manny Santiago left? Medina, I'd like to get your
I don't know. Like I said, for some reason, it just like really bums me out. I mean, obviously, I support like him going on and doing his own thing or whatever this next endeavor is, and like I support Felix being cool with it and everything. But like, I don't know. Like we said at the beginning of the topic, like I genuinely associate him with that brand, and I definitely think he was the face or one of the faces of it. So it's like it's definitely a bummer for him to like leave. But at the same time, like Manny is one of my favorites. I definitely like the fucking heel flip variations and shit. So it's like I'm interested to see where he'd go. I'm not sure like where if there's something that's already planned or if there's some offer in the air or if there's even a deal on the table kind of thing. But I'm definitely like bummed, but I'm excited to see what he does next kind of thing.
Hey Steve, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, are you on like? Do you have yourself listed as Sovrn's team in your mind? Like, is your sponsor skateboard Sovrn Skateboards?
Yeah. I mean, yes. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be out there. So I don't know if I'm on the website, but if you were to say who I was sponsored by, I would say Sovrn.
Oh, okay. All right. Because if not, I was gonna say if you're a free agent, you should hit up your boy Felix, get some ammo boards.
Hey, well, thanks for the advice.
Hey, Cody McIntyre now rides for DVS Shoes.
It's been a while since
Shoe
sponsor.
It's been a while, yeah, because he was on Vox. Now he got the new DVS.
Fallens for the longest.
He's
for
getting
a
Fallens?
while, and then
What?
ever since
I
he
didn't
got
know
off
this.
Vox, he just had Fallens the whole time. And then
Oh, no way.
nothing
Shit.
happened there.
Yeah, it's like, but do you see like the bubonic plague? Like what's going on? Like he was on Vox, they're going down, falling down. Do you think DVS?
Cody's taking the.
Do you think that Cody McIntyre is the plague of the shoe business? I'm just kidding. I hope not.
I mean, DVS. It looked,
I don't
as
see
soon
it
as
last
Day One
night.
left, it looked like they were kind of donezo. In my opinion,
yeah, but we
getting Cody.
said this. We said this. Day One's gone. Tori's gone. What really does DVS have left? They have Cody McIntyre
Texas.
now. Do you think Texas is big enough?
Yeah,
Carry, oh yeah, well Carry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The double flipper, we love him.
Hell yeah.
He's the only one that double flips. He's the one that double flips. I'll nod my head. I'm like, all right, I see you.
What about Theotis?
Fuck yeah, that's so true.
Theotis?
Theotis, or the Theotis flip.
The Theotis.
I literally call it that shit.
Yeah, he doesn't just double flip. He does the half cap double flip, or the backside double flip too. That's right.
Yeah, backside double flip. Super.
Yeah, I
good.
don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
I wonder if they're gonna try and get him a pro shoot quick.
Oh, I'm so hyped to talk about this. The Holy Stokes parts that were released on Thrasher. They had the Louis Lopez.
Damn, Louis.
And then Alec Majerez. Alec Majerez, tell me you've seen that shit.
I didn't know. I just saw Berman's and Louis.
You're fucking up. You're so stupid. Right, you gotta stop. That shit was. Hey, Steve, did you see Holy Stokes? The Volcom video?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you're a busy guy. I didn't expect you to see it. It's good though. Alec Majerez went ham. Steve, are you an Alec Majerez fan?
Everybody went ham.
Yeah, I think he's amazing.
He's fucking stupid. He's fucking stupid. Medina, did you see the Alec Majerez part?
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
you're a big Alec Majerez fan, right?
Yeah, you love him, Drew.
Jumping up and down?
Huh?
The ender with the lady jumping up and
Yeah,
down?
that was sick.
Oh my god.
That was sick. Are you watching it right now, Grant? You're gonna love the end.
Grant, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just in
Beat your eyeballs because they're gonna need
Be
it.
stoked on that.
It make a blind.
Dude, he just
Personally,
got his Adidas part.
I'm
too.
super hyped on Louis' shit, man.
Yeah, Louis,
Dude, I love
That's
Louis.
good.
Louis the man.
Berra, did you see the away days video?
Yes.
Okay, I just didn't know how. I don't know how often you make time for some of these premieres. I know, busy guy.
I don't go to the premieres, but I kind of catch them after.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I got it on iTunes.
Yeah. Okay, great. You should get the Holy Stokes stuff. But me and Grant were saying. No, I mean, I'll go ahead and say it. Is this? Does this make you, Medina? Does it make you want to buy Volcom shit? Do you want to go out there and buy the Stone? Do you want to buy Volcom Stone shirts after watching this video?
No.
Interesting. Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know. What happened to Sheckler?
Is it because Volcom isn't like it's associated with skateboarding? It's not a core skateboarding brand.
Fuck, man. I don't know.
Whoa, hey, hold on a second.
Steve got something to say. Hold the phone.
What is a core skateboarding brand at this point?
All it is skateboarding. Love, eat, breathe, shit, skateboarding. Core, when I look at it, I don't think anything else.
So is 4-Star a core
consider
clothing
that,
brand
yeah.
then?
I don't even look at it.
I mean, it is just skating if that's what you're looking for, but then there's some other
answering
people
the Berra
flowing
question.
money into
That
right?
to me is a core. Like all I think about when I look at the associated brand, Spitfire, all I think about is skateboarding. When I look at Thunder, when I think of Thunder, just skateboarding. Let me give you a different, because that's just deluxe shit. Who else is out there? Baker. It says fucking skateboards at the end of Baker skateboards. Like that's all I think about. When I look at the Volcom Stone, I think of bros out there in their board shorts sipping on some acai bowls.
What?
I can't. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Sipping on an acai bowl. Jeez.
I'm not going to say anything because the hypocrisy of this is incredible to me, because if you just look around and who's wearing skateboard stuff, it's certainly mostly skateboards. And for companies that you think are like hardcore skateboarders, or for hardcore skateboarders, I mean, the majority of a lot of these companies, you know, they depend on, I mean, is Diamond a hardcore skateboard company? In your head?
They're lukewarm to me.
I would disagree with you.
Would you?
Shea is a fucking skater, you know?
Yeah, it's skater owned and operated. Jerron Wilson too.
Like, that dude loves skateboarding, but just because a bunch of other people besides skaters wear it now is not as core to you as Baker, when I would say that they sell to the same stores and they both love skateboarding. It's not that people buy their stuff.
But couldn't you say that it's different because?
Go ahead, Grant.
Yeah, because you were saying they sell to the same stores, and I get they do, but doesn't, to an extent, Diamond is pushing towards, like, whatever you want to call those, like all these people that don't skate or have nothing to do with skateboarding that wear Diamond's clothes, and obviously you can't control who exactly buys your product. But if they're doing, like, Tilly's exclusives, like, you're not going to see Baker doing that. So isn't that kind of change your image?
Are you sure about that?
About Tilly's exclusives?
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about? Oh, I mean, I guess I can check, but I'm almost sure that I've seen that.
Berra said at this point he thinks everybody does Zumi exclusives.
Good point.
You know,
it is true.
I'll take
If it was Zoomies,
I'll take your argument. I'll nod my head, but I mean, my opinion still stands about the Volcom Stone. I mean, I just can't.
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate here.
No, I appreciate that. I want to be thrown in the. I want to be thrown in the oven.
No, yeah, it's good for. But Berra, if Diamond, okay, if I was incorrect and said Phillies and it's actually Zoomies because I know of.
You know what I mean? I'm just being devil's advocate here. You don't have to be spending a shit ton of money to put these guys.
No, I get that.
In a
Yeah,
video
no, definitely.
And let them travel all over the world so they can skateboard. You know, if that means other people have to buy their stuff so that they can do that, hey, that's I think a pretty good trade-off. You know, otherwise the board maker couldn't afford to make a video like that. Not a cheater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm using bigger as an example because they're
Yeah, because I threw that example out there.
Right. So it's just like, you know, if the trade-off is some dudes, there's no right answer. Kids are, skaters are going to think whatever they think, but when you get behind the scenes a little bit, you got to go, okay, I get it, but they did spend probably $2 million making that fucking video.
Well, you know what? We appreciate someone who understands the behind the scenes, such as yourself. Someone who barely got his little toesies wet just going in the shore. I don't know this stuff, but I appreciate your insight. But the fact still remains. I'm not going to take back what I said because in my humble opinion, because I'm not going to just say.
Buy any more Volcom stuff.
I never bought Volcom stuff to begin with. I'm just saying. It doesn't make me, after I watch it, seeing Alec Majerus, and I'm a big Alec Majerus fan. It doesn't make me want to say, you know what, I'm going to get the Volcom Stone board shorts because they're on sale at Zoomies. I'm down.
What are you going to buy of Alec Majerus as a result of being his fan?
I'll buy his boards. I'm down. Give me that flip shit. I'll flip that shit.
For real?
You say what?
Flip you for real?
For real? Yeah, I'm down. Fuck yeah. I'll buy a flip board tomorrow.
It was a quote from a movie.
Oh, was it? Oh, what movie is that?
The Usual Suspects.
All right.
I guess it fell flat.
Moving right along though.
Moving along.
Omar Salazar got a guest board on Crooked.
No.
Grant, go ahead. I see your mouth watering. Go ahead. Say your thoughts.
I like the video of the video they made for it with him and Ronnie. I think Ronnie's fun to watch, and obviously they're like best buds.
So
tight. And how Omar opened the trunk of the car and Ronnie was laying in it with his board.
Get Omar on 1-8
And they skated the Supreme Bowl.
Jim's still in here. Get Omar on there.
Definitely.
That'd be so sick. Maybe like the most perfect
I
fit
hope
ever.
that
like,
happens. It'd
holy
be
shit.
sick.
Hey, the Primitive Boutique store closed. It's not new, but it's interesting, right?
Is it? It's closed, like it's reopening in another location, or it's closed as in they call it
closed.
No, they're done.
Do you find it kind of strange that Paul closed his skate
Netkin
park and now
posted
his
about
shop?
Yeah, I think that's coincidental.
I think that's
I'm
coincidental.
still wondering what's going on with that. I wonder why that happened, or if he's just skating more at People's Park. And
He's like, why the fuck am I paying for this park? I just go to Bears Park and just skate that for free.
That's possible.
Oh, Beagles Park, skate other parks.
Well, they all go to Beagles Park so much.
Villager's sick.
Like, Beagles is bigger, or appears to be bigger.
I'm back in Villager for sure.
Yeah, go ahead, read what he said.
Do you want me to read what Andy Netkin said?
Who is it again? Eddie who?
It's a little lengthy.
Andy Netkin.
Oh, Andy. Primitive Andy.
Andy Netkin from Primitive. He said, "Yes, it's true. We decided to close our store. It did not go out of business or fail by any means. Still, though, as tough as this decision was to make, we feel this is our moment to focus on the bigger picture. By unplugging the resources dedicated to the shop, we're redirecting the energy by devoting 100% of ourselves to the brand itself. We've already added new team riders and new staff that we've admired for many years. Can't wait to show the world what else is in the works. Huge thanks to everyone who supported a retail shop, especially all our day one San Fernando Valley heads. Primitive Shoes will forever be one of the most impactful chapters in my life. It will always be the
Let's
origin
get
of
it.
everything we accomplished from moving
Do you
forward.
think
Let's get
that the
it.
closing of the shop has anything to do with the addition of all these riders? Because I mean,
I don't know if they're. I mean, maybe they're trying to spend their money a little
right?
bit.
Because
I know
other
Andy's
than
on tour right now with them in
Peacock,
Canada.
who's like not as well known, all the other dudes have been completely like known dudes.
Well, there's
Yeah,
some
what-
other
what
stuff
other
about
stuff?
Peacock.
Oh
He's
shit!
gone missing from Primitive.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still
Uh,
over there.
You know, there's a little
What do
bit
you
of
think,
rumors
Jim?
out there saying that Peacock isn't he's not too high for Primitive. He's back at home right now, and he's not on tour with them. Not on tour.
Yeah, I know he's not on
Not
tour.
on tour. Nor was he in the United Nations, which I don't know if that has to do with an injury,
Only
if
time
that's
will
coincidental or
tell.
anything, but it's a fact that he's not on
So
tour.
we'll keep our we'll keep our eyes on Peacock.
It's a rough game out there, brother.
Yeah, oh, I know it is. It's rough as fuck.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, about the battle at the barracks. Final predictions. And Steve, I hope you participate too, because this will be also entertaining, funny as fuck. I call right here, right now. Mickey Papa takes it for the win.
Mickey!
I say Mickey Papa.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
just going straight to the
What else are we
winner?
going to predict? Second place?
I mean, we could predict who wins each semi, and then who's going to battle, and then who's going to win that,
Nobody
and
cares.
who's going to take third.
What are the predictions?
All right,
You're
then I'll
going
put
with
my money
Diego?
on
My,
Diego.
the
How much money?
panel will speak as following: Andrew
Why not?
Ariano, myself, Drew's days. That is me. I predict Mickey Papa for the win. Grant Farrell, who's your pick? Okay, and
I'll go Diego Nahara.
Mahara. And
Or
Nahara.
Mr. Medina, who is your pick right here?
Mickey, you already know, man. I love that
And
dude.
Steven Berra.
I'm gonna go with Diego.
Diego.
I think it'd be sick if Michael Summer won, though,
He
because
shreds,
he's not
dude.
as known as the rest.
His Battle of the Bears stuff made me want to look up his parts.
You said what, Steve?
Yeah, he killed it.
Someone's got the tricks. You know, they all got the tricks.
Oh, yeah.
That must Mickey Papa, though, man.
Yeah. Dude,
Is it going to be a battle of nerves?
not that I like.
'Cause it seems like Diego Nahara is pretty ice cold, man. He doesn't give a fuck.
He's just posted up. That's why I wanted Aramis, dude. Like, not that I wanted him to like replace one of the others, but I thought Aramis and Final
he's
Time would have
awesome.
been so funny because he has me cracking up in those battles. I'll never forget,
Cabby,
dude.
even
His
if I lose,
post-game
Cabby for
interview.
life.
Top wrestler interview him. Aramis goes, "Win or lose, go Cabby." So funny. That is the funny. And when someone did in his last battle that he lost, the switch
Yeah.
double flip, and Aramis like pushes and he goes, "Did this when I was 5."
Yeah, that dude is funny.
So
He's definitely
funny.
entertaining to watch for sure.
Oh, you got a concept of
Yeah.
Miles Silvas or Mason Silva? I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, Mason? Dude, I feel like I need to see how hard Element is still pushing him, if that's still a thing. But I feel like when Costin starts his board brand, or if Costin, however you want me to word that, I mean, he said he was going to. So whenever that happens, I feel like Mason Silva's going to be on there for sure. Him and Miles Silva is yeah, both of them, so you can get all their names mixed up. I mean, I know the Miles one's out there, but I'm just focused on Mason right now. But if they both get on there, people will be tripping out with the names. But
Silva and
I feel like Mason will be on
When we
there.
jump on with Guy and
Probably Miles too. Yeah, I've never really. I mean, I've mentioned it, but I've never been someone that's like super feeling that. But for some reason, I feel like Mason will. I mean, Costin backs him. He posted about him
Mhm.
before, and they're on Nike together. Mason freaking
he's
rips.
Mason is a
I don't know. I just don't know if he'll stay on Element for some reason. I feel like he could go, and Costin would be.
yeah.
Probably
He'll probably do a Boo Johnson, huh?
I mean, if that's what it's called when you
I
leave
know,
a company.
because
When you leave Element, it's called a
He left Element. He left.
Oh, left
Yeah.
Element. I
Yeah,
see what
come
you're
on,
saying.
come on, man.
I kind of forgot he used to be on Element. So
Oh, you
random.
got Kevin Turpenning off Huff. He's off Huff.
Yeah, he disappeared from the team page, but there's been no
No
announcement.
announcement. They just said, fuck it, you're gone.
I mean, do they
No, nothing.
typically?
No,
I mean,
nothing.
brands don't typically like. Is he really like active on social media or what?
No, but
Yeah.
Kevin.
Hmm.
Go to his
I
account.
mean, it's
don't
not
know
like a
how
brand's
active
gonna
it
be
is,
like,
but-
hey.
I'm just surprised because he's young. A lot of kids like him. Skates for FA, so there's that whole like backing of those, of that. So, but I mean, maybe, I mean, who knows? People been hate. I mean, Huff's been getting a little bit of heat ever since freaking Gary brought up the whole Walmart thing, you know. So I don't know if maybe Kevin's not feeling it, or maybe we have no idea. But
Our last and
interesting
final
to me.
topic will be talking about the real
mean,
surveillance numero uno, Peter Raymondetta.
This thing killed it.
Peter Raymondetta, real skateboards,
video
launched
killed
on,
it.
on YouTube. It was
Peter
an
Wayne.
edit with Peter Raymondetta and a few of the real writers doing his Ashad, Ernie. Yeah,
Zion,
I love seeing Ernie Torres, man.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can't get
dude.
enough
Me
of him.
too.
He's just so fucking good. That frontside flip on that double set was fucked up. It's still fucked up. That's just burned in
Ernie
my
Torres
memory
is a G.
And Dennis was in it. Dennis's kickflip front
Yeah.
lip slide on that ledge.
Yeah,
For
what
some
to
reason,
send
that
it
was
to you,
so
Barry.
tight to me.
It's a nice little edit. It's a nice little edit. It was you like Peter Raymondetta, Steve?
I love
That's
Peter.
good.
Man, Peter's the fucking best.
Yeah.
He's like a
Shreddy, man.
That video is really good. I'm excited because
yeah, no, thank you, Damon. You guys are doing.
I'm hyped that it's
It's number one. So
hey, when's the
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars coming
I
out?
saw that was number one. Yo, keep them coming, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
surveillance
Keep
is
'em
that
coming.
new. Where's the shot?
Only time will tell.
Where's the shot? It's been a few
That's
months
probably what he's
since
been
he dropped
filming
the park. You know, a few months is a while for a
Yeah,
shot.
maybe.
I, mean,
I always think it's funny when people
Well,
think that Grant.
that sounds like a show, guys. Yeah, for Grant Fierro, Michael Medina, and Steve Berra, I am Andrew Ariano. We will catch you guys next week.